Samsung recently announced two of their A lineup of devices, which is the Galaxy A53 and the Galaxy A73. Kind courtesy of Samsung Ghana, I have here with me the Galaxy A53. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at my first impressions of this bad boy. And without further ado, let's unlock some bytes. So before I head on to the main video, I'd like to state emphatically that I will be making a full review quite soon after I've thoroughly examined this device. So if you're new to the channel and you'd want to see an update review for the Galaxy A53, do make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell notification icon so that when the video comes up, you will see this. Without wasting so much time, let's start with the video. So as usual, we'll start off with the build. Now this looks quite reminiscent to the Galaxy A52, except for the fact that of course the aluminum frame is a bit thicker than previously, and when you look at the camera bump, there is a remodification. Still same 4 camera lenses. We'll move more into the camera lenses when we get to the camera section of this video. Again, you see the Samsung inscription written boldly there. Two things: there is no headphone jack, and then in the box you're not getting a charger brick. You're only getting the USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Other things on the build include the USB Type-C port, the SIM tray, which houses both a SIM card and a micro SD card. If you want to use a dual SIM, you can, but that means you'd have to sacrifice the SIM card or one SIM card for an SD card, or you'd have to sacrifice an SD card for 2 SIM cards. There's a speaker grill, and then there is the microphone ports up top and one down below. Now this is the Galaxy A53 5G. There isn't any sign of a separate 4G model, so I'm believing that this should be the only 53 device that will be coming out from Samsung this year. We all know that when it comes to display, it's Samsung against the remaining companies. This display is very crisp and vibrant. It gives you punchy colors that, I can't emphasize much, because we all know how well Samsung invests in their displays on their devices. And this is quite impressive because this is actually a mid-range device, or like other people would say, a budget device for people to purchase. And having 800 nits of peak brightness that still work very well in the brightest sun conditions is crazy. The sun really here is very, very bright and unfriendly, but I could still view content on the phone without having to strain my eyes or even covering my face a little bit to get clarity. This is an FHD Plus Super AMOLED display, which is capped at 1080p with 120Hz refresh rate. Of course, on the Galaxy A52, we didn't have 120Hz. Instead, we had 90Hz, which is quite of an upgrade coming from the Galaxy A52. Finishing up with the display, the 120Hz on this device is not adaptive. So you either put it on full 120Hz mode or 60Hz, which in Samsung's term, high or standard. And now we'll move straight to performance, with which this device hasn't had any issues yet. Again, I'll be making a full review, so you should look out for that to see how well this device performs. But so far, so good. For Exynos 1280 and 6 gigs of RAM with 128GB of internal storage, this has been quite okay. Reading online articles, there looks to be other variants, that is the Galaxy A53 5G that comes with 256 gig of internal storage and 8 gigs of RAM. But you don't even have to worry, because Samsung with One UI 4.1 will give you the ability of RAM Plus, which would allow you to add up to 4 gigabytes to your added memory. We'll take a look at the camera. It has a 64 megapixel OIS wide angle lens. Now this shoots very detailed and great pictures. There is an addition of a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 5 megapixel macro lens, and another 5 megapixel depth sensing lens, which should really help in portrait shots. With video, it records video of up to 4K at 30 FPS. The front facing camera has a 32 megapixel front facing lens that allows you to shoot video at 4K 30 FPS as well, and does very well with some great portrait shots. This device has IP67 rating, which means you don't have to worry about water getting into the device. As such, there is a thin rubber-like lining that is lining the SIM tray to prevent water to get into the device. With 5000 mAh battery capacity and 25 watts fast charging, I have charged this device once. I haven't charged the device again, and this has been almost, depending on when the video would go live, this has been almost 3 days ever since I got the device. So you should know that the battery life on there is quite okay for now. Again, I'll be doing a thorough usage of this device to be able to come out with my final and full review of the Galaxy A53 5G. I know I might have left a lot in this video, but I promise to bring it up in my final review video. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. If I can answer them immediately, I will do that. If I can't, I'll make sure I bring it up in my review video to answer them for you about the Galaxy A53. Anyways, you could also leave your thoughts about the device so far based on my first impressions. Great all-rounder so far for $450 or more. I'm not really sure about the price yet. So that should be it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope to catch you guys in another one. Stay safe, peace out, and I hope this time around the audio recorded.